Good morning, DGiT fam. Adam Dowd here, finishing off another week of tasty tech tidbits. And it has been one hell of a week. So this weekend, I plan to decompress with Panic at the Disco on Beat Saber, releasing today, this podcast not sponsored by Beat Saber, and a trip to Great America with my 9-year-old coaster buddy. What do you have planned? Hit me up on Twitter at Dead Technology. Let's compare notes. But for now, it is October 4th, 2019, and this is your DGiT Daily. So you may be thinking to yourself, what's the best way to listen to the DGiT Daily podcast? And the truth is, as long as you're listening, you're already ahead of the game, bro. But today, we want to try to answer that question with 5 of the best Bluetooth speakers that you can buy for under $100. And hey, the holidays are coming up. Why not give the gift of the DGiT Daily to your friends and loved ones? Too much? Yeah, it's probably too much. Anyway, Adam Molina, aka the other Adam, over at SoundGuys, has given us a great list of 5 top speakers to check out. So without further ado, here's Adam. Hey everybody! Get it? Because, I'm Adam too. Well, anyway, Adam wasn't able to get us a recording of this list, so I'm going to fill in. And first up, we have the JBL Flip 2, which is a waterproof speaker that provides up to 10 hours of battery life. This isn't the latest generation of Flip series, but Adam argues that this speaker is better than the Flip 5 because the Flip 4 offers an auxiliary input jack and is cheaper. Though the Flip 5 does offer USB Type-C charging, so hashtag less cables. There are limited edition Flip 5 speakers made from recycled plastic, so if you're the tree-hugging hippie type, maybe that's something to look at. Next up, we have the Bose SoundLink Micro. You know the name Bose, and this speaker has the same quality that you've come to expect from that sound company. It's a little small, and because of that, the battery life is a fairly paltry 4 hours, but the speaker comes with a clip on the back so you can clip it to basically anything. Overall, though, Bose at less than $100, that's a win. The UE Wonder Boom is one of those delightful little speakers that I just want to say the name over and over again. The Wonder Boom is light and tiny, and the Wonder Boom has close to 13 hours of battery life, which is awesome. The Wonder Boom doesn't have a microphone, but the Wonder Boom is waterproof and floats. Wonder Boom! And Wonder Boom. The Sony XB20 is a simple Sony speaker with great sound if it has a less than exciting design. Even though it's the highest rated speaker on our list with arguably the best sound, it may not be for everybody because of the design. And finally, the Anker Soundcore Flare has good sound and it broadcasts it out 360 degrees, which is pretty cool. Drop this puppy in the middle of a party and go to town, if you know what I mean. No, seriously, what do I mean by that? Anyway, there's no aux jack here, and the battery life is not the best on the list, but this is the least expensive speaker on the list, so that's a win, am I right? So that's going to do it for your mostly weekly DGiT Intelligence, but we've got news to get to, so let's dive into the roundup! CNET decided to test the hinge mechanism and screen on the Galaxy Fold, and they did it live on YouTube. They borrowed a machine from SquareTrade designed specifically to open and close the Fold, and ran it for hours. And hours. And hours. And hours. Ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk. You get the idea. I assure you it was fascinating to watch. No, it wasn't. Somewhere between 100,000 and 120,000 opens, the device got loose on the machine, so they checked it out. The hinge mechanism had started getting mushy, and soon after, a line appeared across the screen. Very shortly after that, half the screen turned off, but still responded to touch. Overall, that represents about 3 years of pretty hardcore use, so if anything, CNET proved that the Fold is fairly durable, as long as nothing gets behind the screen, that is. We've talked before about Threads, Instagram's new chat app for close friends. Well, the new app is out now, and it offers an option to add an auto status to your name so it can tell your friends when you're commuting, or at home, or at the gym. The idea is to give folks an idea as to whether you're available to hang out, or give a heads up as to why you might not be answering right away. So this is problematic on 2 levels. First, as Owen Williams on Twitter points out, He calls this data collection as a service, and it should be mentioned that this is something that you opt into, so don't totally panic right off the bat. But second, if you're at home and that one friend messages you and you just don't feel like listening to them complain about work again, and your status shows you at home, what's your excuse? TCL told PocketLint that it doesn't see the point in a BlackBerry 5G phone. The reasoning is the BlackBerry is not an entertainment device, and I agree, it really isn't. Doesn't mean I'm not looking forward to getting back onto mine, though. That being said, 5G is about more than just fast download speeds. It's also about staying connected, even if you're in a crowded venue like a sports arena. And to that extent, a business BlackBerry user might need to be more connected than anyone else at the venue. So who cares if you can post your Insta stories? I've got important emails to send. I'm just saying, in terms of public perception, TCL is right, but in terms of actual use case, TCL might be missing the mark here. Again with the privacy. You're always about the privacy. The US, UK, and Australia are all pressuring Facebook to create a backdoor into encrypted messaging on its platforms. You? The problem with backdoors, well, okay, there's a lot of problems with backdoors, but the main problem with backdoors is once they're found, and they will be found, anyone can use them. Individuals are more than justified to ask for privacy in their communications. And yes, bad people will use them too, and that kind of sucks. Next thing you know, we'll all have to start taking off our shoes at the airport or something. And finally, wait, hang on 1 second. I need to get out my soapbox. Redditor asks the question, why am I hesitant to spend $5 on an app but will easily spend $5 for fast food? Okay, ever since I got into this industry and got involved specifically with the WebOS community, I drastically changed my views on intellectual property. I used to pirate music and movies. I used to be that guy, but now I don't do that anymore. Any app or service or entertainment that I consume is paid for, always, if payment is asked for, that is, #podcast. And that's for one reason. The entertainment that I consume and that you consume takes dozens, if not hundreds or thousands of man hours to create, if it's created with any level of quality, that is. And as such, I don't mind paying those creators, whether they're filmmakers, musicians, or developers, for their hard work. This podcast is free, but we run ads from time to time. I've probably personally put around 700 hours into this podcast over the last year. Would it be completely crazy to ask for 99 cents? Not really, and I hope a lot of you would stick around if we did. And for the record, there are no plans for this. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. But anyway, before I scare you anymore, let's go ahead and close this one out. So that is going to do it for today's entirely free DGiT Daily. If you'd like to learn more about any of these stories, check out the links in the show notes and subscribe to our totally free daily newsletter on DGiT.com. And if you like what you heard, subscribe, leave a review, and don't forget to tell your friends about DigitDailyPod.com. Once again, I'm Adam Dowd, Dead Technology on Twitter, and we'll talk again on Monday.